keep up with, stay informed about or maintain pace with.
Hey, I noticed you've been really busy at work lately. How do you manage to keep up with all your tasks?
It's been a bit overwhelming, to be honest. I've been using a task management tool to help me keep up with my to-do list and deadlines.
That's a smart approach. It can be challenging to keep up with work demands, especially when things get hectic. Any tips for staying organized?
Well, I try to prioritize my tasks and break them into smaller, manageable chunks. It's also important to keep up with communication, so I regularly check emails and messages to avoid missing any important updates.
Communication is crucial in our field. How about staying current with industry trends and news? Do you find time for that?
It's a challenge, but I make an effort to keep up with industry news by setting aside some time each day to read relevant articles and follow industry influencers on social media. It's essential to stay informed.
You're juggling a lot, but it's clear that you're determined to keep up with your responsibilities and stay on top of things. I'm impressed with your dedication.
Thanks. It's not easy, but I believe it's the key to success in our line of work. Staying organized and informed helps me keep up with the fast pace of the industry.
Walking on eggshells, being very careful and cautious in a situation to avoid upsetting someone or causing conflict.
I've noticed that things have been tense between you and your boss lately.
Yeah, it's been challenging. I feel like I'm constantly walking on eggshells around them.
That doesn't sound pleasant. Any specific reason for the tension?
It started when I disagreed with them during a team meeting. Ever since, it's been awkward.
Have you tried talking to your boss about it to clear the air?
I'm hesitant to bring it up. I don't want to make things worse.
Understandable, but sometimes addressing the issue can actually improve the situation. Maybe you can schedule a private conversation.
Maybe you're right. I'll consider it. I just want to avoid any more conflict.
Just remember, it's important to have open communication at work. Walking on eggshells for too long can be stressful.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
Actions speak louder than words. What people do is more important than what they say.
I've been hearing a lot of promises from our manager about improving work conditions, but nothing seems to change.
Well, you know what they say. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's like they're all talk and no action.
If they genuinely want to make a difference, they need to follow through with concrete steps.
Exactly. I'm getting tired of empty promises.
Maybe you could try discussing your concerns with them and ask for specific actions to be taken.
I've thought about it, but I don't want to come across as confrontational.
It doesn't have to be confrontational. Just express your concerns and ask for clarity on their plans.
That's a good approach. I'll give it a try and see if we can see some real changes.
Hopefully, it will lead to meaningful actions and improvements in the workplace.
Thanks for the advice. It's time to hold them accountable.
Burning the candle at both ends, overextending oneself by working too much or taking on too many tasks.
every night this week to meet project deadlines.
Sounds like you're burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah, it's been exhausting. I've barely had time for anything else.
Be careful not to overextend yourself. It can lead to burnout.
I know, but the workload has been relentless lately.
Maybe you should talk to your manager about it and see if they can redistribute some tasks.
I've considered it, but I don't want to seem incapable of handling the workload.
It's not about capability, it's about maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
You're right. I need to prioritize my well-being.
Taking breaks and managing your workload more efficiently can help prevent burnout.
I'll try to delegate when possible and set clear boundaries moving forward.
That's a good approach. Remember, it's essential to avoid overextending yourself in the long run.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, I'd like you to meet our new team member, John.
It's a pleasure to meet you, John. Welcome to the team.
Thank you. It's great to be here. I've heard a lot of good things about this company.
John has a lot of experience in project management, so he'll be a valuable addition to our group.
That's fantastic. We can always use someone with expertise in that area.
I'm looking forward to contributing and getting to know everyone better.
We're glad to have you on board, John. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Absolutely. And again, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you both. I'm excited to get started and be a part of this team.
Work up, generate or build up enthusiasm or emotions.
You seem pretty excited about the upcoming hiking trip. What's got you so worked up?
I can't help it. The idea of spending a weekend in the mountains just works me up with enthusiasm. I've been looking forward to this for weeks.
I can see the appeal. The fresh air, the beautiful scenery. It can definitely work up a sense of adventure.
Exactly. It's a chance to work up a connection with nature and unwind from the daily grind.
I need to work up the same level of excitement. I've been so caught up in work that I almost forgot about the trip.
Don't worry, there's still time to work up that enthusiasm. Once you start packing and get closer to the departure date, you'll feel it.
You're right. It's time to put work aside and work up some anticipation for this adventure.
That's the spirit. A break from routine and a change of scenery can do wonders to work up positive emotions.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm looking forward to working up some great memories on this trip.
You're welcome. I can't wait to share this experience with you. It's going to be amazing.
You're so lucky.
I just found out I won the lottery.
You're so lucky. That's incredible news. How much did you win?
It's a substantial amount, enough to make a significant change in my life.
Wow, that's amazing. What are you going to do with the money?
Well, first, I'm going to pay off all my debts and mortgage. Then, I plan to invest wisely and maybe take a dream vacation.
That sounds like a great plan. I'm genuinely happy for you.
Thanks. It still feels surreal. I never thought this would happen to me.
It's the kind of thing most people can only dream of. Enjoy every moment of it.
I will, and I'll make sure to share some of the good fortune with those who need it too.
That's very generous of you. You're so lucky.
Tenants.
I've been having some issues with my tenants lately. It's becoming quite frustrating.
That's tough. What's been going on?
Well, they've been consistently late with their rent, and I've had to chase after them for payments.
Late rent can be a headache. Have you considered having a clear lease agreement with consequences for late payments?
I do have a lease, but maybe it's time to revise it and make those consequences more explicit.
Also, regular communication is key. Try having a conversation with your tenants about the importance of timely payments and see if you can work out a solution together.
Good advice. On top of that, there have been some maintenance issues that they haven't reported promptly, causing more extensive damage.
You should emphasize the importance of reporting issues right away to prevent further damage and costly repairs.
I appreciate your input. Managing tenants can be challenging, but I'll take your advice into consideration to improve the situation.
Throw in the towel. To give up on a task or activity.
Hey, have you heard about that new project at work?
Yeah, I have. It seems like a real challenge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, but I think we can handle it. We just need to stay focused and work together.
I agree. But what if things get too tough? Are you willing to throw in the towel?
Well, I think we should exhaust all our options before giving up. We've faced difficult tasks before and come out successful.
That's true, but this one seems especially demanding. What if it starts affecting our personal lives?
If it gets to that point, we should definitely reevaluate. Our well-being should come first.
Fair enough. Let's give it our best shot, and only throw in the towel if it becomes unbearable.
Agreed? We've got this.
Call out, challenge or confront someone.
Did you hear about the situation in the office yesterday?
Yeah, I heard there was a heated argument during the team meeting. What happened?
Well, John was presenting his proposal, and Mark decided to call him out on some of the figures. It got pretty intense.
Oh, I can imagine how that escalated. Did they manage to resolve the issue?
Eventually, after some back and forth, they found a compromise. But it was tense. I was surprised to see Mark call out John like that in front of everyone.
It's not the first time Mark has called someone out during a meeting. He can be quite confrontational.
True, but it's important to address concerns professionally. Calling someone out in a hostile manner doesn't help anyone.
You're right. It's better to discuss disagreements in a respectful and constructive way. Otherwise, it can damage the team's morale.
Exactly. I hope they both learned from this experience and find a more diplomatic way to address issues in the future.
Let's hope so. It's essential to have a positive and collaborative work environment rather than one where people feel the need to call out each other aggressively.
Bite off more than you can chew. to take on more responsibility or work than you can handle.
I've signed up for 3 different committees at once, and they all have deadlines coming up.
That sounds overwhelming. It seems like you've bitten off more than you can chew.
Yeah, I thought I could manage, but now I'm swamped with work.
It happens to the best of us. Sometimes enthusiasm can lead to overcommitment.
I need to figure out how to juggle all these responsibilities.
You might want to prioritize and delegate some tasks if possible.
Delegation is a good idea, but I don't want to let anyone down.
You have to be realistic about what you can handle. It's better to do a few things well than spread yourself too thin.
You're right. I'll have to talk to the committees and see if I can adjust my commitments.
That's a sensible approach. Don't be afraid to ask for help or scale back when necessary.
Thanks for the advice. I need to be more careful about taking on too much in the future.
I'm just kidding.
Did you hear that the boss wants us to work on Saturday too?
Seriously? That's ridiculous. I have plans for the weekend.
I'm just kidding. The boss mentioned it, but it's not mandatory. Relax.
Oh, you got me there. You had me worried for a moment.
Haha, sorry about that. I couldn't resist.
Anyway, I'm glad it's not mandatory. I could use a break.
Yeah, me too. It's been a hectic week.
Well, let's hope we can enjoy our weekend as planned.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Be off, leave or depart, especially on a journey.
I heard you're planning a trip to Europe. When are you going to be off?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it for a while. I'm going to be off next month. Can't wait to explore new places.
That sounds exciting. Have you planned out your itinerary?
Most of it is sorted out. I have a rough plan, but I'm leaving some room for spontaneity. It's always nice to have some flexibility when you're off traveling.
Absolutely. Being open to new experiences is the best way to make the most of your trip. Where are you going to be off to first?
I'll be off to London first. I'll spend a few days there, then head to Paris, and from there, I'll see where the adventure takes me.
London and Paris are fantastic cities to start your journey. Enjoy the local cuisine and soak in the culture while you're off exploring.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be sure to keep you updated on my adventures while I'm off traveling.
Please do. I can't wait to hear about your experiences. Have a safe and amazing trip when you're off next month.
Go through, experience or endure a difficult situation.
I heard you had a rough time with your health lately. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I had to go through a pretty challenging period. I was diagnosed with a serious illness, but I'm feeling better now after the treatment.
I can imagine how tough that must have been. Going through a health scare is never easy. How did you cope with it?
It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions. I leaned on my family and close friends for support. Having a strong support system made it easier to go through the treatments and recovery.
That's great to hear that you had people there for you. How has this experience changed your perspective on life?
Going through something like this made me appreciate the little things in life more. I've learned not to take my health for granted and to focus on what truly matters.
It's incredible how challenging experiences like these can reshape our outlook. I'm glad to see you're on the path to recovery.
Thank you. I'm just grateful to have made it through and to be here, talking about it. It's a reminder of how resilient we can be when we have to go through adversity.
Hold up, delay or hinder progress.
Hey, I heard the project deadline got pushed back again. What happened?
Yeah, it's frustrating. We hit a major setback that's going to hold up the entire process. One of our key team members got sick, and we can't move forward without their expertise.
That's unfortunate. Is there any way to mitigate the delay or find a temporary replacement?
We're exploring our options, but it's a complex role, and finding a suitable replacement won't be easy. We're also considering outsourcing some of the work to keep things moving as best as we can.
It's tough when unforeseen circumstances hold up a project. How are you planning to communicate the delay to the client?
We're drafting an email to explain the situation and the revised timeline. We'll be as transparent as possible and hope the client understands.
That sounds like a reasonable approach. These delays can be stressful, but good communication is key. If you need any help during this hold-up, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks, I appreciate your support. We'll do our best to keep the client informed and minimize the impact of this unexpected hold-up on the project.
I'm running out of time.
Hey, how's your progress on that report for the presentation?
It's been challenging. I'm running out of time, and there's still so much to do.
I understand the pressure. Have you asked for any extensions?
I did, but they couldn't grant me more time. The deadline is tomorrow morning.
That's tough. Have you considered reaching out to a colleague for assistance?
I thought about it, but I don't want to burden them with my work.
Well, it might be worth a shot. They could help you with some parts and ease the load.
You're right. I'll give it a try. I can't afford to miss this deadline.
Good idea. And remember, don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it.
Thanks for the advice. I'll make sure to do that.
You got this. Just keep pushing through, and you'll finish in time.
I appreciate the support. I'll do my best.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't discard valuable or useful things when getting rid of the unnecessary.
We're redesigning our website, and I think we need a complete overhaul.
Hold on. Before you throw the baby out with the bathwater, let's assess what's working.
But the whole design looks outdated and cluttered.
Sure, but there might be valuable content or features we should keep.
I see your point. We've invested a lot in the current content.
Exactly. Let's identify what's still relevant and useful to our users.
Okay, we'll salvage the valuable content and functionalities, but the overall look definitely needs a refresh.
Agreed. We can modernize the design while preserving what's valuable.
Thanks for the reminder. It's essential not to lose sight of what's working in the pursuit of something new.
You're welcome. Sometimes, a balance between innovation and preservation is the way to go.
Let's work on this redesign with that principle in mind.
Sizes and inches.
I need help choosing the right size for this picture frame. It says it's 8 by 10 inches, but I'm not sure if that's what I need.
What size is the photo you're trying to frame?
It's a standard 5 by 7 inch photo. I want the frame to have a border around the picture.
In that case, an 8 by 10 inch frame should work well. It will give you a nice border around your photo.
Oh, that makes sense. But won't the photo just float around inside the frame?
You'll need a mat to keep it in place. The mat has an opening slightly smaller than your photo size, so it holds it centered.
I see. Should I get a mat with the same size opening as my photo?
Exactly. A 5 by 7 inch opening in the mat will frame your photo perfectly inside the 8 by 10 frame.
House decoration.
I've been thinking about house decoration lately. It's time to give our home a fresh look.
That sounds like a fun project. What kind of changes are you considering?
Well, I want to start with the living room. It feels a bit dull, so I'm thinking of adding some colorful accents and new artwork.
That could really brighten up the space. Have you decided on a color palette or any specific themes?
I'm leaning towards a combination of blues and yellows to create a cozy and inviting atmosphere. As for themes, something nature-inspired might be nice.
Sounds lovely. And don't forget about lighting. It can make a big difference in setting the mood.
Good point. I'll look into some unique lighting options too. Do you have any suggestions?
Consider pendant lights or flare lamps to create a warm ambience. Plus, they can be stylish additions to the decor.
Thanks for the ideas. I'm excited to start this house decoration project and make our home more comfortable and visually appealing.
I'm thirsty.
Hey, do you want something to drink?
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
What would you like? We have water, soda, and some juice in the fridge.
Water would be great, thanks.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks. You know, I'm trying to drink more water these days.
That's a good habit to have. It's important to stay hydrated.
Yeah, I've heard it's good for your overall health.
It definitely is. Plus, it can help with concentration and energy levels.
I've noticed that. I feel more alert when I drink enough water.
It makes a big difference. So, anytime you're thirsty, feel free to grab some water from the fridge.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll try to keep up with my water intake.
Drugs.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something serious. I've noticed you've been experimenting with drugs lately, and I'm concerned.
Yeah, I've been trying a few things, but it's just for fun. I can handle it.
I understand that it might seem like fun, but drugs can be dangerous. They can have serious consequences for your health and well-being.
I appreciate your concern, but I'm being cautious. I'm not using anything too hardcore.
Even so, it's a slippery slope. Sometimes things can spiral out of control faster than
You think? Have you considered the potential legal issues as well?
I guess I haven't thought about it much. I'll be more careful.
Please, consider seeking support or talking to a counselor if you ever feel like it's getting out of hand. Your safety and well-being are important to me.
Thanks for looking out for me. I'll keep that in mind.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it.
Color preference.
I'm redecorating my living room and can't decide on the color scheme. What do you think about blue and gray?
Blue and gray can be very calming. They're great for a living space. What shade of blue were you thinking?
Maybe a soft sky blue. I don't want anything too dark. I want the room to feel airy and light.
Sky blue would be nice. It pairs well with gray, especially a lighter gray. It'll keep the room bright.
True, and I can add some white accents, maybe in the curtains or cushions, to brighten it up more.
That sounds lovely. White will definitely add a fresh feel. Are you going to add any other colors?
I was thinking of some natural green plants. They should bring some life to the room.
Absolutely. Plants make everything better. Your living room is going to look great.
Check over. Examine something carefully.
I just finished my draft for the report, and I'd like you to check it over for me before I send it to the client.
Of course, I'd be happy to check it over for you. I'll make sure everything is clear and well structured.
Thank you. I've been working on it for days, but a fresh set of eyes can help catch any errors or improvements.
That's true. It's always a good idea to have someone else check over important documents for quality control.
Exactly, and I trust your attention to detail. I want this report to be perfect.
I'll check over the content, grammar, and formatting to ensure it meets our client's expectations.
Great, please let me know if you find anything that needs to be revised or clarified.
Will do. I'll check it over and get back to you by the end of the day.
I appreciate your help with this. It's a crucial report, and I want it to be flawless.
I understand, and I'll do my best to make sure it is. Your hard work and my check over should result in a top-notch document.
How much does it cost?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
Hey, have you checked out that new restaurant downtown?
Yeah, I heard it's really good. Have you been there?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. Do you know how much it costs?
I'm not sure, but I think it's on the pricey side.
Oh, really? I hope it's worth it. I don't mind splurging once in a while.
Me neither. Good food is always worth it. We should definitely give it a try.
Absolutely. Maybe we can go together sometime.
Sounds like a plan. Let's check their menu and see how much it costs first.
Great idea. We'll make sure it fits our budget.
Definitely. Looking forward to it.
Please, Lord, give me a sign.
A bitter pill to swallow, something unpleasant but necessary to accept.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder.
I heard you had to lay off some employees yesterday. That must have been tough.
It was. It's never easy having to let people go, but we had to cut costs to keep the company afloat.
I can imagine. It's always a bitter pill to swallow, especially when people's livelihoods are at stake.
Yes, it was a difficult decision, but we had no other choice.
I hope the remaining employees understand the situation.
We did our best to explain it to them. They know it was necessary, but it's still hard.
Tough times call for tough decisions, I suppose.
Exactly. We have to do what's best for the company's survival.
I hope things improve soon so you won't have to make such hard choices in the future.
That's the goal. We're working on it.
It's a piece of art.
Have you seen the new sculpture they installed in the park?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. It's a piece of art.
I agree, it's quite impressive. Do you know who the artist is?
I think it's by a local artist named Emily, but I'm not entirely sure.
She did a fantastic job. The details and craftsmanship are remarkable.
Absolutely. It adds a unique touch to the park.
I heard they plan to have more art installations around the city.
That's a great idea. It enhances the cultural atmosphere.
It does. Public art can really bring a community together.
I hope they continue to invest in projects like this.
Me too. It's a piece of art that everyone can enjoy.
Smoke abatement.
Have you heard about the recent efforts for smoke abatement in our city?
Yes, I've seen some news about it. It's about time they take action to reduce air pollution.
Exactly. The air quality has been getting worse, and it's affecting our health.
I completely agree. But how are they planning to address it?
They're implementing stricter regulations on industrial emissions and promoting the
use of cleaner energy sources. They also encourage people to use public transportation or carpool.
That's a step in the right direction. It's crucial to raise awareness about the harmful effects of air pollution.
Absolutely. It's not just about government actions. Individuals should also take responsibility by reducing activities like burning trash and cigarettes.
Education and community involvement are key. Let's hope these efforts lead to better air quality and a healthier environment for us all.
Agreed. We all have a role to play in smoke abatement for a cleaner and safer city.
Turn a blind eye, to ignore or pretend not to notice something, often something that should be addressed.
Have you noticed that our neighbor's dog barks all night?
Yeah, it's been going on for weeks. It's really annoying.
I think they're aware of it but just turn a blind eye to the problem.
Maybe they don't realize how disruptive it is. Should we talk to them about it?
I'm not sure. We don't want to create any tension, but it's affecting our sleep.
True, but if we don't address it, it might continue. Maybe we can approach it diplomatically?
That's a good idea. We could politely mention it to them and see if they can do something about it.
Yeah, let's give it a try. It's better than continuing to suffer through sleepless nights.
Agreed. We'll be considerate but not turn a blind eye to the issue.
I don't believe it.
Did you hear the news? They're canceling the big event next week.
What? No way. I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's all over social media. They cited some unexpected issues as the reason.
I don't believe it. They've been planning this for months.
I know, right? It's disappointing.
Well, I hope they can reschedule it or come up with an alternative.
Let's hope so. I don't believe they'd cancel it without a good reason.
True. Let's keep an eye out for updates then.
Carry on with, continue doing something.
I heard you had to stop your painting project over the weekend. What happened?
Yeah, I had to carry on with some unexpected household repairs. There was a plumbing issue that needed immediate attention.
That's unfortunate, but I guess you had to prioritize the repairs. Are you planning to carry on with your painting soon?
Absolutely. I'll carry on with the project this weekend. I'm looking forward to finishing it.
I can't wait to see the final result. Your paintings are always impressive.
Thanks. That means a lot. I'm eager to carry on with it and get back to my creative work.
Sometimes life throws unexpected things our way, but it's great that you can carry on with your passion even after such interruptions.
Definitely. It's essential to keep moving forward and carry on with what you love, even when life throws curveballs.
Well, I'm here to support you in any way I can. If you ever need help, just let me know as you carry on with your projects.
Thanks. That's very kind of you. Having supportive friends makes it easier to carry on with my creative pursuits.
I can't take it anymore.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody
Have you heard about the new changes in the company policies?
Yeah, it seems like they keep adding more and more rules.
I know what you mean. I can't take it anymore. It feels so restrictive.
Tell me about it. It's like they want to control every aspect of our work.
And the constant meetings and reports. It's overwhelming.
I can't take it anymore either. It's affecting our productivity.
I've been thinking about talking to HR or our supervisor about it.
That might be a good idea. Maybe they'll listen and reconsider some of these changes.
Yeah, let's give it a try. This situation is becoming unbearable.
Agreed. Something needs to change.
like I'm losing my mind? Is everybody
Postgraduate's fever.
I've been feeling overwhelmed lately with this postgraduate program. It's like a feverish roller coaster.
I totally get it. Grad school can be intense. What's been bothering you the most?
The constant deadlines and research pressure. It feels like I'm drowning in assignments.
I went through that too. Try breaking tasks into smaller, manageable chunks and create a study schedule. It can help you stay on top of things.
Yeah, I need to get organized. Plus, I'm worried about my thesis research. It's challenging to find a unique topic.
Research topics can be tricky. Talk to your professors and peers for guidance. They might suggest something you hadn't thought of.
Thanks for the advice. Also, I miss having a social life. Balancing work and personal time is tough.
Absolutely, but don't forget to take breaks and enjoy some downtime. It's essential for your mental well-being.
You're right. I need to find that balance. Thanks for listening and understanding the postgraduate fever.
Time flies.
Can you believe it's already been a year since we started this project?
I know, time flies. It feels like we just began.
And yet, we've accomplished so much in that time.
It's true. Sometimes I look back and am amazed at how far we've come.
It's a testament to our hard work and dedication.
Definitely. But it also reminds me that we have a lot more to achieve.
That's a good point. We shouldn't rest on our laurels.
Agreed. Let's keep pushing forward and make the next year even more productive.
Time flies, so we should make the most of it.
Absolutely. Here's to another successful year ahead.
Changing seats.
I just realized they seated us in different rows. Do you think we could ask someone to switch seats with us?
It's worth a try. Maybe we can ask the flight attendant for help. They might have better luck finding someone willing to switch.
Good idea. I'll flag one down. Excuse me, we were wondering if it's possible to change seats so we can sit together.
Let me check the seating chart. It looks like there are a couple of open seats. You can move to row 14.
That's great. Thank you so much for your help.
This is much better. I'm glad we asked. Now we can enjoy the flight together.
Yeah, it's always more comfortable traveling with someone you know. Let's get settled in.
That's cool.
Hey, did you know I'm taking a trip to Japan next month?
That's cool. Japan is such an amazing place to visit.
Yeah, I've always wanted to explore Tokyo and Kyoto.
Those cities are incredible. You'll have a great time. Have you planned your itinerary?
Not yet, but I'm thinking of starting with Tokyo and then heading to Kyoto.
Smart choice. Tokyo is bustling and has so much to offer.
Any recommendations for must-see places or activities?
You should definitely visit the Tsukiji Fish Market and take a stroll in Harajuku for some unique street fashion.
Thanks for the tips. I'll make sure to check those out.
No problem. Enjoy your trip and all the cool experiences Japan has to offer.
I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing adventure.
Take it easy.
Hey, I heard you've been stressing about the upcoming presentation.
Yeah, it's just a lot to handle right now. You know.
I get it. Remember, it's important, but don't let it consume you. Take it easy.
Thanks, I needed to hear that. I've been overthinking every detail.
Overthinking can make things worse. Just focus on the main points, and you'll do great.
You're right. I'll try to simplify it. By the way, how's your project coming along?
It's getting there, but I also need to take it easy. I don't want to burn out.
Wise words. We should both remember to find some balance.
Absolutely. Let's tackle these challenges step by step. Take it easy, and we'll conquer them.